Alright guys, what is up? This is, what is it now, episode 6 I think, of off-season race prep. I know this isn't a lot of like, this is how you do it and stuff like that. I'm not really like giving directions as much as I am just showing you what I'm doing and kind of just using this as almost like a gym diary, if you will. I think it's better that way. More of like a teach through showing, but that's just me. I'm just finishing my day up at work. I'm on my way to the gym now. Today is going to be a back day with the bike. So I'm going to get on the indoor cycle and try and see if I can get some sort of metrics through that. Last time we used the indoor bike, we didn't set the heart rate monitor up correctly for it to get the metrics that I'm looking for. So hopefully I can get things working better this time, because that's kind of the whole purpose of having these new sensors. My goal with them is to get that accurate data and train appropriately, so it does no good if they don't work. That said though, my sleep was a little off. According to my watch and everything, I maybe only got like 5 hours of sleep, like actual sleep time, but I was definitely in bed for more than that. So I think it was a bit of like being restless or something like that. I think maybe the run might have jacked me up, but I'll get better at that. I'll get better at how that affects me down the line. So I'm not super stressed. I just got to push through it. I was going through some of my old runs and I found one from 2019 that I was blown away with. And I think I want that to be like my goal. So for this run, I ran 1.5 miles in about almost 9.5 minutes. And my fastest pace for that run was a 4:10 mile. So if I can get back to being able to run at that pace, I think that'll set me up for being an absolute menace on the track next year. So that's my goal. I want to get back to being able to do that. And I think I'm headed in the right direction. With all that, we're almost at the gym. So we're going to get this workout in. Like I said, back, and then I'm going to try and go for distance on the bike today. So hopefully it goes well, and we'll just have to find out. I'll see you in there. My workout's done. It was a good workout. I definitely pushed myself. Garmin still hasn't updated my new VO2 max. So we did a 20-minute bike ride with some pushes at volume, and it still didn't do anything. Like, I was at threshold. It still didn't update my VO2 max. I think it's just gonna take some time to calibrate, and then it'll give me a number from there. But I actually tried today. Like I said, 20-minute ride at like threshold, and nothing. But I did get a lot of good data, and I'm still using that to go into tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna do a lighter load, just a light jog, light run, keep that cardio going, but not overload myself and end up in an exhausted state. As far as the workout, we just hit, our basic bis, so bicep curls. We hit some bent over rows, lat pull downs, both close and wide grip, and upright rows, and that was it. Like, honestly, that's really about all you need to do. I intended on doing some T-bar rows, but somebody was using that and I didn't feel like waiting, so I was like, whatever. Because I wanted to try and isolate my lower back a little more, just because, braking forces and trying to reposition your body on a bike, you need to be able to have a strong lower back to work with your core to stay in control and balanced. But it's all right, it's no big deal. I can always go in tomorrow and try and hit that, because I'm not going to be loading myself as hard on the cardio side. So it's cool, it is what it is. I'm not upset. I do feel a huge difference in my cardio already. Like, I'm breathing better, I just move better. A lot of things are starting to fall into place, and that's really good. I'm happy about it. I'm seeing progress, and it's enough progress that keeps me wanting to push more. And I think that's kind of the biggest thing, is like, we get stuck on progress and how we improve, but we kind of forget that, like, it doesn't have to come in big numbers, and that even like the smallest amount of progress is still progress. Like, for me, I'm not a big runner, I'm not anything like that, so I have to take every small win for what it is. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to balance my riding with my running and maximize the amount of gains I can get. Because when it comes to like running or anything, I'm not working with a full deck. Like, I'm really bad at it, which is why it was so surprising, like I said earlier, that I found one of my old runs where I was running 1.5 miles in a little over 9 minutes, which is just absurd to me. It's so crazy that I was able to do that, and I don't think that there's any reason that I can't still do it. So that's what I'm gonna push for, and I think it'll make me that much better when it comes to performing on the track, because I'll be able to stay in control, I'll be able to push harder for longer, and it's not gonna be a problem. So that's what I'm striving for, that's my goal, and that's what I wanna get to. So, like I end every video with, if you guys got any questions, you wanna know a little more, you want more insight, you wanna know what I'm doing, what my next move is, let me know. Put something down in the comments for me, and let's talk about it. So with all that said, please like, follow, subscribe. We're almost at 50 subscribers, and we just started this channel maybe 2 months ago, so that's crazy to me. Like I said, little small wins are really important. 50 doesn't sound like a lot, but to me, that's huge. So thank you guys for hanging out, watching me grow as an athlete, and just sticking by me. So have an awesome day, do awesome stuff. I'll see you later. Peace.